in the studio, actually. It's like...
Because you think you have a studio. Remind him.
Well, that's the thing. That's one thing I'm really excited about getting this back home, Jamie, is because I keep nagging Paul to do the planning application for the studio.
Oh, okay.
But when that's in the living room, it'll remind him to do the planning
Oh, he'll
application.
do it then. He'll do it. He'll get it done. Can you move that big camera thing out the way? Yes, I know the perfect place for it.
Can you build its house, please? That'll do. I'll put it.
So what's this thing called?
Just a dark tent.
The dark tent.
Yeah.
And is that what it is? A proper dark tent?
No, it's for growing in.
It's for growing. Okay.
Of
course.
I can edit that bit out.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Right, so I'm going to introduce you guys. So this is Jason.
Hello, I'm the assistant.
Okay. And Joe.
Hello.
And this is Joe again. This is Joe's camera, and all this is what today's about. It's the camera's going, and Joe's come to take a picture. We've got the tent up there. Dark room, well done. And yeah, this is the first time Joe's seen the camera. Well, she saw it half an hour ago, but this is the first time she's seen it together and done, and
it's amazing.
And it's all right. So this.
Worked so hard on it. Make it.
So that was the middle panel that was the donor part. That was the donor part. These hinges were the donor part. That's one out of your spares box.
So this is all old wood, isn't it? This is all the kind of...
From a different camera?
It's the same camera but a slightly smaller one. Right. So it's the same brand but it wasn't big.
Oh, was it a Watson?
Yeah.
Oh, well there you go.
No.
Oh, well I feel better now.
And it can keep its first name.
So that sort of thing would have been...
Yeah.
Could have been on there because I don't know what the top of this looks like.
Yeah.
This has been a trouble for me.
No, it was the same
So I
same
didn't-
brand. It was a
Right,
Watson.
okay.
But just a...
So that's off the original. That's off the original. That is. And one of those would have been above and below that, but this is the new handmade I've made out of an old hinge.
Which looks perfect.
So they look pretty good, don't they? The only real difference, I don't mind telling you, is the screw is bigger in that than those.
Oh, nice.
So it doesn't matter. Those are the old screw holes from that when it was over here, when it was a little tiny plate. And I've left those because I just thought, well, it's a witness to where it came from. So
Talks to it, doesn't it? It's stunning.
the block under the bellows looks great, so I'm happy with the bellows now.
I'm really happy that block's got your stamp on it as well, James.
Yeah, it's in there somewhere.
Nice that it's got your name on it as well.
Yeah, so that was stamped. All that's been done. It's in previous videos, so that's all that. Right, and it's had a bit of a wax and dusting and vacked out.
Call it Jamie Watson.
Oh, blimey.
We're on about what
great
its name was on the
Kind of needed a name because the name's obvious.
Watson sounds a bit too, I don't know.
Too formal?
Yeah, it can be Jamie Watson.
I don't mind. Anyhow, so we're just about to take a picture with it. So this is the bit where, so Joe's going to do a picture.
I get really nervous after all the work that you've done on it.
Yeah, and I am concerned because I've seen the state of some of these plate holders after they've been used.
I will look after it.
Does it matter
Just
from a point of view
every
of the
time I
difference in light that's completely changed in here?
What do you mean?
As in the light has completely changed to
What?
different levels whatsoever. Well, last time we came in, it was open light.
I can take that down. It's only blind.
Does
I
it
think
matter?
that'd be handy to take.
I'll do that. Yeah, yeah.
It's
It's only so that's only up for me to do videos.
Yeah, I think it'd be handy to have
Okay.
a little bit more light in that.
Right, I'm going to.
But I think I don't know the lens, so the first plate will be a test to see what the exposure is anyway. So what I'll do with the first one is I'll slide that up a little bit, 4 seconds, up a little bit more, another 4 seconds.
Ooh.
So that you get test strips on the plate, so then I can look at the glass and say, right, it needs to be 12 seconds or whatever.
Brilliant.
Comes out because I've not used that lens before. I don't know what the exposure is, and it's a bit different. I'm used to working outside with them, so outside it's faster because there's more.
Yes, yes.
so I'll have to.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to move those bits off the top of that shelf there.
Yeah,
I'm going to take my blind down.
Turn the camera. So this is the dark room that we're going to take the first picture with the Watson camera and develop it in here. So it's just a portable pop-up tent that's fairly light tight, that works all right. We've got a huge silver tank with a huge plate.
That's that thing there.
With a Watson camera. So the glass plate will go in there to become sensitive to the light. It'll come out of there and go into the plate holder that Jamie's been making.
And the plate holder will be in here on the on there.
Yeah. Or next to there.
So I've done all this polishing and everything, and now you're going to there's chemicals and water.
I'll try and keep the chemicals off it.
Okay.
And then after it's been exposed, it will go back into here to take the glass out, which will be developed in the tray on the right hand side by pouring over.
Okay, so this side's sort of
pre-shooting, yeah, and
shooting,
then
and
the
that's
other
post.
side's after.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the fixer will be outside in the daylight,
Oh, okay.
so
Brilliant.
you can see that bit happen, which is quite nice.
So what are you doing, sorry?
Dried.
This is the fixative, so this is the bit that stops it from being light sensitive. So I need 90 grams.
That's how we usually don't see it, I guess. Dried. Slightly.
Yeah, you normally use the
dried,
liquid
yeah.
stuff, don't you?
Yeah. You're making the liquid stuff.
I should have brought a cup to measure this in, but again, that's another thing that when I was packing up at 5:30 this morning.
5:30?
Yeah. I got out to pack up, Jamie, and I couldn't get in the van because the side door of the van was frozen shut.
Well, my car door was whistling all the way here because there was some ice on the rubber that had moved or whatever, and it sounded like my door wasn't shut properly, but it was.
Get these on you. They're not. If they get damp, they leave.
Got one of these at home.
Slightly
These
white.
proper weights, proper measurement tools.
Okay, so that's in there. There's not any sloshing going to go on out here, is there? That cabinet will be alright, won't it?
Yeah, I won't slosh that far.
Oh, blimey.
Just in the tray. It's quite a deep tray.
It could go on the bench, you know. I don't mind it on the
It's a
bench.
proper deep tray. Where did you get one that deep?
It's a printmaker's tray. I think, yeah, it can go on the bench. If you
Can I move it onto the bench? Yeah, I'd prefer it on the bench.
Yeah, move it onto the bench.
Do you want to hold that?
prefer.
It's filming.
See, I was worrying about the bench getting...
No, that cabinet's worth more than the
Is
bench.
Is this a working bench, this one?
Yeah, it's my bench, so it's my best bench.
It's not... Yes, it'll be
Don't worry
alright.
about it. As long as it doesn't turn black like the top of the
Oh no,
table.
wait, this isn't the stuff that turns black. The stuff that turns black is the stuff that's in that tank at the back there.
Oh, okay.
That's the stuff that's horrible.
Do you want me to mix this around?
Yeah,
Here's me
She
just-
didn't say you to stand there with a spoon.
Oh, is that what you have to do?
I don't know. I'm suggesting.
Do you want
good.
to should I put some newspaper underneath it?
No, that's it.
I don't think the liquid shouldn't come out of them.
What's that?
This is just more water.
Oh, okay.
So that's how. So that is why. Yeah. It's made.
Yeah,
it's usually
gonna
as
get to a
liquid.
point where those crystals are going to disappear before we put the plate in outside of areas that are more fixed than others. Right, this is the horrible bit. This silver nitrate is really nasty.
This is the stuff that stains.
That's all the brown stains.
I've seen a couple of shoes that's
See
completely darken
See
a dark room with it.
That's what that does.
Okay, and that
So
goes in there?
No, this goes in here.
Yeah.
And it's going in this tank in here, so it's well out of the way of anything.
Okay.
So that's the bit that you really don't want to get on anything.
As long as we don't get it on any of the my work around here, like even your cameras, I'm just like, no, don't get it on here.
Oh no, I just realised.
You got.
What have you? Oh, do you want me to warm that up and
Yeah,
make it
it
flat?
just doesn't
Yeah,
quite fit
I can
in
sort
there. And yeah, I don't want to risk that not going in there.
Stop that, Jason.
Right, I'll.
Just press pause at the top or stop. I should point out it's Christmas, so we're it's nearly Christmas, so we've got mince pies, and this is the glass from up the road. There's 2 pieces of glass. And I was going to get some more sorted, but it's another thing on the list. So anyhow, glass. Joe's getting ready, and I can see through there, and the daylight through there is lovely. Oh, that's my face. Oh wow. Oh, good grief. Okay.
Can you sit on the chair a minute?
Are you a little bit? What was that? A bit jealous?
Waiting. How long have you waited for people to look?
Nearly 2 years.
Right.
Okay, so Jason's going to have to get under there as well.
Yeah, you can come and have a look.
So are you going further down or not?
I might go a bit further down, but Jason's wanting to.
Get round there, Jason.
I think we need to go down a bit more, don't we?
Yeah, I think you do.
Yes.
I think you're.
Meant to stop.
I'd say another 3 inches lower.
Oh, this is lovely. Look how slowly it moves.
I know, and that mechanism's all been cleaned out.
So this is the thing that's always tough with these cameras, is they're always wobbling on a tripod. Whereas
Yes.
This one,
So
it's
you
not wobbling
well,
anyway.
No.
Is
The
it?
lower you go with this camera, the worse that gets.
What? The worst what?
Isn't it? The lower you get with this camera, the bigger the wobble.
This one's not going to wobble at all.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the ones that are on.
Tripods and things. Yeah, because they're not built for take
it's
that sort of
always
weight
the-
of camera, are
It's always
they?
the bit where you
Do
link
you
the
get
camera to the
even more
tripod that's the
photos?
bit. Yeah, this is the.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you can do it. You've got one on this one.
And you can angle it as well. You can angle it up and
It's
down.
got some movements, yeah.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
It's got
It
everything.
angles up, down, and you can move the front.
That one?
Yeah, that goes up. Oh, hang on, I'm going to have to show you something else. That's not just it. It does more than that.
Really?
Yeah, this one around here.
And that side's-
What's this called? If it was the only base something that NASA would have, like a gimbal.
Oh, ready for this? You ready for this? So that angles it
That's
down.
insane.
That'll give you. Actually, we'll do that a little bit. 'cause
That-
that's
That
just
would
narrow
that'd be
your
good for you.
face a
Focus
little
on your
bit.
eyes, not
Yeah,
not
we'll do
this.
that so
Oh,
it's on your
okay.
eyes a
Crazy.
bit more.
So yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Yes.
It's a serious bit of
So
woodwork.
is that the opposite way round? As in looking at it, as in the highness.
Oh, it's nice under here.
Is it?
It's lovely. I think we can go even a bit closer. I think we're going to use it.
Right, have you got the loop for when you properly do
I
that?
haven't got a
focusing?
loop.
Right.
I forgot to bring a loop. There's a bit of loop. I think it's big enough that I don't need a loop.
Okay. Just show off with
Are we seriously just going for
eyes?
shoulders and head?
I think so.
Okay.
Oh, did you want to have the whole loop?
No. This is
No,
great.
Yeah, we can have the whole
You
loop.
no,
It's going to be
no.
amazing.
Yeah, whatever it is, it's cool.
It might be,
I mean-
it might be interesting. What we could do on a beach.
Oh, and this is really close. So I need to say to Camlo now that this is about. I'm going to say it's about 30 inches. My nose is about 30 inches away from the lens.
Actually, I'm just thinking with the sharpness, because if there's any if you move, it won't be sharp.
Yeah, I know. I've got to
So I
keep
wonder
dead
if
still.
we're better off doing a kind of body length one, so that we've got the sharpness on the benches and on the workshop around it.
So that if I move, yeah, everything else is still.
Yeah, so we
Still.
can still see that there's yeah.
That
'Cause-
is really playing with it, but that's up to you.
yeah, let's do
And
that.
trying to get it
start.
right first time, maybe.
Well, look, I say, okay, why don't
Oh,
I'm
do
just
you
a bit.
want
I'm really shocked by you haven't got a loop with you. I think that was really essential.
loop as in little eye thing
Yes.
to look at
Yeah.
the
As in,
yes,
Make it-
loop,
as in,
a jeweller's.
sharp. Then at least make it try. I'll give it.
Yeah.
Maybe something else in here.
Do you want me to go and ask?
I don't think I
Do you-
need one.
Oh, hang on, I think Vic might have something next door. Do you want me to go and ask him?
I can say,
Blimey.
I'm all right.
if you look on this end here, there's screw holes.
Ah, so there's...
So I'm wondering whether, yeah,
Yeah.
And rail.
and this end.
That would be helpful, actually. That's something sometimes people muck up with bulldog clips.
Yes.
They do, but
Yeah, but yeah.
it could almost do with some jewellers. They have rings at the corners of their aprons, and they hook them under the bench.
This is the whole of Birmingham coming alive again.
So any silver goes into the apron or gold, they keep it all and then
Oh, right.
So this could have a hook, and this could have an eye on it.
Yeah.
No, I'm not listening to that. It's too expensive. Keep it.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to seriously see how I see as which bits do I turn?
Those bits there. But just in terms of the shapes and the lines of the lights, the diagonal of the light and the
yeah.
bench and whatnot, that's looking alright, isn't it?
Yes, perfect.
Yeah.
If what you're telling me is it going to come out in that square kind of thing and lace tape?
Well, I think so. I don't
Yes.
know.
Yes, is what yes,
I
yes.
think there might be a bit more, but I don't think that
No.
there might be a bit more, but it depends on the lens, how much roll off there is in the lens.
And now, knowing that what that's like, that because that's just moved a bit on those casters, it really needs a rug under it.
Yeah,
You need an old rug under that.
yeah.
Because it would just have been sitting on a rug anyway, so
Yes.
you wouldn't have to get
I'll
a spare rug,
always-
it would
the
be on
way-
a rug.
Yeah.
The way I work with it is I'll always get it like approximately set up, then pour the plate and then have a check
Yes,
for a minute before I shoot it, so it doesn't
You've got
matter.
to-
Can I just,
Yes, I've been...
can I,
Oh, okay. Oh,
It's
some of these
just-
pale bits coming out the side.
It was blue.
you're right, it would
It
need
was-
something
it
to
was
keep
blue.
that in there, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it was blue,
Because you'd
but
be
the blue
peeing
was
me
a
off.
bit cold, so I thought I'd go on.
Blue is.
Right, so this is glass and wash then. Have you got any washing up liquid I can use?
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Well, let me do that. Finish this quickly. Washing liquid's there. Jason, do you want to drink?
I am actually thirsty, yeah, water would be good. Is
Oh no! I forgot an egg.
Abu.
Egg in a cotton bud. Ah, that's what I forgot. I knew it was some...
An egg?
Yeah.
As in going to the shop to have an egg.
Yeah.
As in rush
Should
out.
they have an egg in the cafe?
Might do, yeah.
No, I'll go ask her.
Abu, presuming Abu.
Yeah. Because with glass, I forgot this, because when I use tin, you just peel the tin and pour it on. It's got that coating on it that's stickier. But you put a thin stripe of egg white around the edge, and it makes a collaging stick. Otherwise, sometimes when you put it into the fixer,
I've always
and
wondered
into
why,
the wash,
what
it
happens
just
and what
lifts
people got on,
slightly
and
lifts,
that's it.
and then the emulsion can lift off. But I forgot, because I don't use...
So it's the egg white?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go ask if I can find one from the cafe.
Do you, I'll go out if you want, Joe.
Do you want to? Because they know you.
Yeah.
I'll go ask.
I haven't
Here's the
I've
ball.
left my wallet in the car.
I know they know I'm strange. I asked for the weirdest thing, so it would be sort of normal for me to go and ask for me.
Why
We're taking a picture.
Uncut.
So,
Yeah, because the first thing you do, take a picture. Thanks, Jamie.
oh, the cafe's not open. It's Monday.
Oh no.
Don't need anything cooked. You just need something
This
cold.
morning.
There were some people in there who came in. I was really...
It's really funny, but that's really good. That's something I've always watched these things being more and wondered. They've had something else and we're not being told it, and that's it.
Hey.
Yes. Right, actually I know that as my position now. Both as in and out and I'll boom them.
Just, not too lightly, sun's...
Well, those surely they'll be fixed by black tape that we now.
Yeah,
having
well,
vented.
normally I put this on top.
Right, that makes a difference.
Does that help?
Oh, immediately.
Yeah.
It's quite funny, isn't it? Sometimes.
Oh,
You don't need a loop?
I said, no.
No, I absolutely would try and get something that sharp. I think that will make. Guess what I've got?
An egg.
Eggy.
Thank you.
We're gonna have to put on because this is absolutely cooking. What sort of video? Oh, it's still filming. Anyhow, there you go. I've been to get an egg. So it's all about. So this thing, all of this woodwork and whatever, and all of this loveliness needs one of those things. How mad is that? It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. Okay, well there's the egg. Keep it safe. And it's not been in the fridge neither, so that's good. I didn't think I was still filming.
Thought that plate Caladian from about 1850. 1853, I think it was invented. So it's Caladian Caladian on the plate, which is like the sticky stuff.
Yeah.
That then sits on the surface of the glass, that then goes into silver nitrate in the dark.
Oh, silver nitrate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that sensitises it, and then from the silver nitrate back in there, it goes into the plate holder which Jamie's made.
Right,
And then
be rising
goes
calling
into
this
the
is
back.
wet plate collodion.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wet plate.
I've only seen
the.
the.
And it's back in there to develop it.
The end result of the dry plate. Right.
No, I've seen the hashtags that people have been using. So I've been looking for the hashtag Watson camera, and I've seen the wet plate collodion. Oh, right, okay. So that's all I know because I've.
Yeah, and then you've got to varnish the plates after, but I normally do that right at the end of the day and do a batch of them all at once. Yeah.
Next.
Yeah, it is. Exciting and terrible.
And we've just,
What do you make? You make things that I've only ever
You
seen
make
and wanted
glass,
to look
don't
at.
you?
Right. Oh, the glass. Yeah, well, I've been looking at it a lot, but at different points of the year. Yeah, interesting.
and I've just had to go next door and get an egg. For part of this process, they need an egg.
Yeah, because you have to put albumin around the edge of the glass so that the collodion doesn't then float off when it's being washed.
I always wondered what it was. They must use something to stop that happening.
Yeah.
Now it makes sense. It's like, right, I get it.
Didn't you know it was an egg until just?
Just a second.
Oh, right.
The process, of
You've not
course.
done wet plate before, have you?
No.
You're a film person.
Right, okay.
Yeah, before digital. Remember before
Yes,
digital?
Before digital
Right.
was your thing. But
So then,
this is like
yeah.
going
But
way
this
back
is even
to
before that.
film.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. It's
Takes a bit of a while to let it sink in, or from my brain.
yeah.
It's sort of like a binder, in a way.
Well, it is, isn't it, I guess?
So
Yeah.
it's like
Sort of
with
egg is
paint,
known as.
with paint, egg tempera,
Right.
have you?
Yeah.
Is it a binder or is it a seal to stop it running off the edge?
No, it's more of a binder. It's like a glue to glue it to the plate. But I think
Right,
it's because the
okay.
egg's not reactive. Like it's good with the chemicals because it doesn't do anything with the silver. Doesn't eat it or
I must
anything.
have got that egg tempera then. I mean, mix it up with my a glass of them.
I'll eat it.
It's a good nose, that, isn't it?
It
Squeaky
actually
clean.
part of that then just you couldn't see the glass at all. It just looked like you just waving your hand in midair.
This is going to be spotless then, is it?
It needs to be, yeah. Because
Yeah.
if there's any dirt or dust behind it, it again it makes the collodion lift a little bit. A lot of people use like a chalk in alcohol and
Yeah.
rub it, but I always feel with that then you're putting something on it to take it off again, so it seems a bit.
Well, like ice propyl alcohol.
Yeah, and like actually polish it, but
Yeah,
that
yeah.
always feels a bit much to me. Washing up liquid feels easier.
Always better with washing up liquid. Anything in photography, washing up liquid.
It works on
Yeah.
film actually.
Everything,
doesn't it? So,
it's
yeah,
true.
And you wash.
Which it doesn't matter what flavour, what smell, what odour, whatever,
Yeah,
anything
when
at
it's
all,
curly
it's
or
got the
whatever.
right chemical in it, that'll do.
Yeah.
You're doing the egg. Which brush was it, Jamie? I don't want to use it.
That one there, yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
You can often. When I was taught this, I was taught to mix the egg with water, but actually, like the amount that you use per plate, it's not worth the mixing
Mixing.
of it, because you've got
Right.
plenty with one egg anyway, and it's not
And they
like you
were-
can use like half
Not
an
to
egg.
dilute it.
Yeah,
And they were plentiful.
it seems
I
to
guess.
go on alright
Yeah,
like
yeah.
this as well. But I suppose that's if you're then using the albumin for printing after as well. Makes it go a bit
Yeah,
further.
I'll have in order to understand this further, I'll probably have to Google it, won't I? And get myself more au fait with it.
That's the bit you've got to get used to,
This
isn't
is
it?
this is the thing, getting used to just the feeling of it. Because it's obviously like that size plate just sits in your hand, doesn't it? It's not.
Much more manageable physically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, whereas it's all the kind of
Imagine going bigger.
later skills.
What, bigger than that?
No.
Right.
Blimey.
Let me get my
It's
box
crazy
in
looking
order.
tent, isn't it?
Yeah, that lives up normally, permanently in my garage.
Yeah.
As a dark room, but I've got a smaller portable one that I'll use with that camera.
Yeah.
But for the plates that size, there wasn't enough space for the tank and the holders. Jamie, this is the bit that's got ether in it that's going to really smell. Shall I do it by an open window?
Just do it there.
Do you want to turn the fire off?
Yeah.
This is the difficult
Joe's been
bit.
wanting to do this a couple of years. Yeah, a couple of years.
And
Since
then
it's been
this is
made.
the first time.
Yeah.
There then was the first time.
This is the first time, yeah. So if it's a bit light. Can you smell it?
No? Can you smell it?
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't. What I don't know is how much.
How it's gonna what? I'm thinking, which way is it going?
It's because I've got a window open.
Yeah, so you start to smell it then.
Well, I was thinking of dust and bits and pieces.
Well, you do inevitably get dust in bits and pieces, but that's kind of part of
I've only
what makes
ever
it.
seen
It's the-
Sully Man doing this on American TV programs.
I've got no gloves on as well for YouTube. I've just realised that. Oh, I should have gloves on. You've got to be fairly quick with it because you don't want it to start to dry.
And then you do that wobbly thing, don't you?
Not
to get off the
right.
corner.
Yeah, not right. No, that's more.
Has to be.
Blimey, that was good.
It is, isn't it? It's amazing how much it does stench.
You have to have what a completely even distribution of it here.
Yeah, fairly even. Yeah, because that's the fixer chemical doesn't eat through it evenly if it's
So
not
you can
fairly
use a bit
even.
of help with the things and everything lifting up over there.
I think I'm alright.
Okay.
I think. Yeah, that went alright actually. That wasn't too dodgy. Hold your head.
Okay.